Texting while driving creates dangerous distractions. For my first piece of evidence, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, published in January 10th, 2025, texting while driving was labeled as the most dangerous form of distracted driving. Now, to people driving in California, this might come as a shock because everyone seems to do it. Texting while driving takes attention away from your cognitive, manual, and visual functions. The article goes on to describe how at just 55 miles per hour, you would have traveled the length of a football field in just 5 seconds. Now imagine that doing that blindfolded while there are multiple obstacles in your way. Now for those thinking that checking your text only takes 1 second, think again of all the lives you are putting at risk, including your own. My second source is from Forbes Advisor, published on February 28, 2024. Forbes Advisor reported that although 93% of drivers understand that texting while driving is dangerous, many people still admit to doing it. This research shows that 30% of drivers admitted to reading text while driving, while an alarming 27% admitted to actually responding back. This shows that the problem is not a lack of knowledge, but instead a lack of self-discipline. To me, that is equivalent to multiple disregarded lives. All of this evidence connects back to my first point and also puts into perspective how common this distraction really is. Texting while driving creates thousands of injuries and deaths each year. For my third citation, according to Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, published on January 28, 2026, distracted driving contributes to thousands of crashes each year, and approximately 9 people are killed each day due to accidents. This statistic shows that the distracted driving is not just a small mistake that affects one person. It can affect passengers, other drivers, pedestrians, and entire families. The reason this evidence matters is because it shows real-life consequences behind texting while driving. That single decision could affect your life and those around you in just an instant. My fourth source comes from Reuters, published on September 17, 2024. Reuters reported on a study from Insurance Institute for Highway Safety that found drivers, usually partially automated driving systems, were more likely to text while driving. Research believes this happens because drivers get overly confident in their vehicle's technology. This evidence is important because it shows that even with modern safety features, it is still the responsibility of drivers to stay focused. Technology was made to help drivers, but it cannot replace where they focus their attention on. Drivers can prevent texting while driving by changing their habits. For my fifth citation, according to Axios, published on April 2nd, 2024, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration launched the Put the Phone Away or Pay campaign to encourage drivers to stop using handheld phones while driving. This campaign focuses on education and enforcement to reduce distracted driving. This evidence shows preventing texting while driving requires both awareness and action. Simple changes could be made, such as putting their phone on silent or just putting their phone somewhere where they can't even reach it. These small decisions could prevent some serious crashes and deaths. My final citation comes from the Associated Press, published on May 30th, 2024. The Associated Press reported that Pennsylvania passed a law banning drivers from holding or using a cell phone while driving, including when they are stopped in traffic. The main goal of the law is to reduce distracted driving crashes and encourage safer driving habits. This evidence shows that governments are taking distracted driving seriously because it continues to be a major health issue. Laws alone cannot solve the problem. Drivers must be the ones to put the phone down and focus on the road.